So what time did you get here today?
I got here at 6 in the morning.
6 a.m. just to get some brisket, huh?
Exactly.
How much are you picking up today?
About 10 pounds of brisket, 6 pounds of pulled pork, 6 pounds of turkey, and 6 pounds of ribs.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So how long was it before all these people started showing up?
People started showing up at about 7:30, so
7:30, so you
I
got
was here alone.
by
Yeah.
yourself, camping out.
Welcome to my lair. This is it. This is where some of the magic happens.
Are these designated at all for types of meats, or do you just kind of use whatever you...
Right now, so this is a rotisserie that I'm not using quite yet, but we built this, and eventually this will be just for ribs, and that way these will be just for brisket. But right now, everything sees everything. Saturday mornings at Farland gets beef ribs. These three are full of ribs, pork ribs, turkeys and pork butts go on that one. And then during the day, all of them have brisket on them. Okay. And then as brisket comes off, things get shuffled in. They all have names. This is Bethesda, that's Muchacho, this one is Chicone, this one's MC5, Nicky 6, and Rusty Shackelford, renamed Shorty.
Very cool. We want to teach these home cooks how to do things a little bit better.
Okay.
What kind of internal temperature are you looking at for your brisket?
You know, that's kind of the thing about brisket, is that every cow's different, every brisket's different. They're all different, every cooker's different, so it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of like a steak. Like, you wouldn't really tempt a steak, you just kind of feel it like, oh, that's mid-rare, that feels about right. So with brisket, I mean, the only way to really know when it's tender is tender.
That's
cool. Maybe poke it with a toothpick or hit it with your finger, kind of pick it up, see how it feels. And that's really how we're doing. But if there was a magic temperature, I would say about 203 internal
203?
temp. But then again, it depends on how much airflow your cooker has.
Yeah.
Obviously the point's gonna cook faster. So the point will get done and the flour will kind of start creeping in, and then you have like a little tough spot in there. That's how it works for us, at least.
Yeah,
and then you gotta calculate carryover too. So that's a big part. So it's not like, 203, because you may pull it off at 203, but if it's got a lot of momentum, if you're cooking really hot, if it's hot outside, are you gonna let it rest in the sun on a hot countertop on the back porch? Is it going to be like an air-conditioned kitchen on a granite, ice-cold countertop? So then you got to think about the follow-through also. You know, it may be 203 when you pull it off, but then it may climb to 218, and it may be really hot outside, and it may stay there for a long time as you're rendering out that fat still and just overcooking on the counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Or so you may, if that's the case, you may pull it earlier and anticipate a carryover into tenderness. Same thing with ribs. You might pull ribs off before they're even tender in the summer and just let them get tender on the table.
That's right.
You know. So temps are hard, but it's a good guide.
Yeah.
I think it's good to know where you're at. If you probe something and you're like, oh, it's a 183, man, we're supposed to be eating in an hour. Fat chance, buddy.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen.
No problem. That was...
What's that?
We'll go down there along the wall.
Sure.
So with Texas barbecue, I mean, are you guys big on sauce or no sauce?
Well, so that's the thing about Texas is Texas is such a big state. There's a lot of different regions. So as you get to East Texas, you know, kind of like north of Houston, probably kind of just down into the Houston area too. People like more sauce, kind of more brown sugary, kind of sweet stuff.
Okay.
And then as you go down towards Mexico, it's a little different. And then maybe when you get up towards the Panhandle, it becomes more like Kansas City style, like maybe a more hickory flavor, maybe more liquid smoky, Worcestershire, stuff like that. But here in Central Texas, with the German Czech barbecue, which is what we do, sauce is kind of frowned upon.
Okay.
And I totally agree with that.
So you're more of a purist, then you want that flavor just
Yeah,
the meat.
I mean, if you got to put sauce on it, it must be pretty bad.
Yeah, okay, well, I can see
You're
that.
just covering up something. At the same time, like if you spend 14 hours or you lost a night's worth of sleep cooking this brisket and really watching your fire and making everything exactly the way you want it, don't you want to taste it?
Yeah,
That's like you're just ruining all this hard work.
I think you may have just changed my whole outlook on barbecue now.
Well,
just
that.
a lot? Because I know.
Oh, we rest for hours.
See, when I do it, I'll have it wrapped up in my foil, and I'll wrap it in a towel, like when I do competitions or anything, and
Yeah.
I'll set it in a cooler and let it sit for at least a couple hours.
Yeah.
So, what kind of carryover time are you guys looking at?
I mean, these things are cranking pretty hot. I mean, at night when they start coming off, you know, these cookers might be sitting at 325.
Oh, really? Okay.
We've got 24 briskets, and they're just, I mean, they're barreling down the highway. I mean, they're just got so much momentum. So you factor that in, we'll throw them on speed racks, wheel them into the front room, and just let them rest. They may sit there for 4 hours before they come down, but we don't put them in a warmer until they're about 140.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, because then they got to drop. Because if you put it in a hot if you put a hot brisket in like a cooler, wrap it up in a towel, lay it on some warm bricks, whatever you're doing, like it's just going to keep cooking.
Yeah.
Because you're not giving it time to rest. So you're just pretty much
Following through
you're just
in your own little
it
oven.
just keeps cooking. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great
So,
advice.
yeah, gotta let those things drop.
Is that the trailer from Chef out back? The blue one and white?
Yeah, that's the one we started in actually.
Really?
And then the cooker that was in that, and it's rusty. That short one over there.
So how was that? It's like, did like John Father just get a hold of you and say, hey, do you mind if we come?
Yeah, I mean they're eating here and stuff. They're like, hey, we're doing this movie. Can we hang out?
Yeah, I guess that'll be
Okay,
alright.
Tuesday afternoon after lunch. I'll save you a couple briskets. Okay, cool.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, those guys are real nice.
Being an actor and then to kind of play that role, I imagine he has to be pretty much about his food.
Yeah, those guys are super into food. I mean, I think that's kind of what spawned that whole movie was the fact that the guys just loves food, learned how to cook, and just wanted to do a movie about it.
That is awesome.
You know.
Yeah.
And actually, since then, I think he's been cooking brisket at home.
Oh, really?
Pretty
So you
often.
inspired the guy then.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
So how long have you guys been standing out here today?
Since 8 a.m. 2 hours.
Yeah,
Really? Wow. And have you guys been here before?
No, we're from LA.
Oh, okay. So you guys just here doing?
Yeah, we're
just doing.
we're on vacation for
Okay.
his birthday, and this was like a go-to destination.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So you guys just here trying to get some brisket, or what are you guys looking forward to?
What do we order?
We ordered biscuit, ribs, and pulled pork, but 2 pounds of the brisket, 3 pounds of the ribs, 1 of the pulled pork.
Yeah,
guys must be spending some
so a
money.
ton of meat.
That is awesome.
So I'm excited about the sausage.
I'm excited about everything. Like everything is so easy.
I'm so excited.
How is it?
Well worth the wait, for sure.
Good.
We waited for
You gotta
a
get
long
primal.
time.
It's like using teeth or whatever you gotta do. Did you see the guys up there like sauce all over his arms and stuff?
You don't even eat sauce.
Yeah, I don't think it needs sauce at all.
I'm curious.
It's amazing to eat
Yeah, we can try
your
it.
whole life and then have something like this and totally change your perspective.
Yeah.
My dad thinks he's a brisket champion, so he might have.
Oh my god, you gotta try the sausage.
Say, hey, I'm really sorry.
Sorry, Dad.
So this barbecue is insane. You have this preconceived notion of what barbecue should be, and then you meet Aaron Franklin, and it changes everything. You imagine everything covered in sauce, and I know everything with the different regions, but when you have something so perfect in your hands, like you just can't ruin it. All that time and effort and love that he puts into it, there's no comparison. So not only has this guy been doing this for years, he generally has a good feel for what he wants it to be. And when I say feel, I legitimately feel he will not use gloves. This guy will pick up the meat, he will touch it, he will look at it, he knows what he's looking for, he knows the feel, he knows the bend, he knows everything about this meat, and that's why it just sets apart.